Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning. That depends on where you are. Hello, guys. I have to start as always. Let me know if you can hear me. I think you can, because I see that my microphone is on. But, as my wife said to me just a few minutes ago, she said to me, I think your brain is not braining today. And she's probably right, because I think like my brain is not braining. But yeah, well, hello guys. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun because I am in an extremely good mood. And I sincerely hope the game is not gonna break it. Hold on, I got too much light on my face. I look weird. Now it should be better. So, welcome. By saying that my brain is not braining, let me just start by saying that I thought I had a sledgehammer, which I don't remember I've had. But this is apparently not a sledgehammer. This is just a spear and a cash box, one next to the other. But when I turned on the game, I was like, when did I find a sledgehammer in this playthrough? So anyway, it's Monday. Welcome everyone. Let me know how you feel. Was your weekend okay? Say hello. Make sure to say hello in the chat because I want to say hello back at you. You are my guests and I want to, you know, welcome you here. And right, yeah, I gotta figure out what we're supposed to do. If I recall well, the last time we played this, we gotta arrange nails, set up animal space, get chickens, and find a generator. Last time we played this playthrough, I almost died. I ate all of the food that I had. Everything. All the supplies. All the leftovers. Everything went to... I wanted to say it went to shit, but I ate it. So, effectively, it did go to shit in the end. And now I'm sure that I need to find food, because that's probably one of my biggest priorities. Hold on, what do I have here? I got some fresh berries, a fresh carrot. Well, I'm not gonna survive long off of these things. Oh, already some rotten food. Yeah, I definitely need to find, some sort of well, I have to find a way to, find the generator and find a way to connect it, because food preservation is going to be a big issue. And what about smokes? Do I have enough? Okay, that's weird. I thought I had more. Yeah, I have one pack. Alright, not bad. Okay, so smokes are not an issue. Food is an issue. And that's what we're going to try and figure out in today's stream. Let me just fix the camera a little bit. Yeah, it's probably better this way. So, guys, say hello. Don't be silent. These playthroughs are most entertaining when you are interacting with me. And, you know, making me lose focus and do something stupid. That's when the streams are most fun. If you're tuning in for the first time, then just to give you a brief intro of what we are doing, the play mode that we are playing is Winter is Coming, and it has this lovely and deadly mod on top of it, which basically kills me if I go outside without being fully covered in protective clothing. Oh, 1 week until vacation. That's awesome, Blight. What's the plan for the vacation? Oh, the fire is still up. You know what? I'm gonna make some pancakes. Oh, I'm gonna make some pancakes because I still have some light. And I have some berries. And I don't have maple syrup, which you rightfully already mentioned to me multiple times. Sardinia! Oh, dude, that's actually on... I wouldn't say it's on a bucket list, because I think it is. I wanted to say that's one of the options we are considering for some sort of a... some sort of a vacay. So once you go, you have to let me know in Discord, and I am expecting pictures as well. Okay, we managed not to die by getting outside. That's great. You should have awesome weather, because my guess is Mediterranean in like mid-September should be extremely pleasant. Not too hot, but still, you know, nice, warm and stuff. So, speaking of Mediterranean islands, we went to Sicily 2 years ago, and that was probably one of my worst vacations ever. I got sick on the first day, and then I was suffering for 2 days. The weather was awful, and when we were trying to get out of Sicily, the volcano went up. So it was a challenge. Let me just put it this way. I'm pretty sure Sicily has tons of potential, but unfortunately circumstances created a situation in which I was not able to enjoy it, sadly. Cinnamon. I'm adding cinnamon to the pancakes. Yeah, no kids. It's probably the best way to enjoy holidays. In our case, it would be no dogs. Okay, how's the weight? Oh, actually, the weight stabilized. That's actually really good. Hey! Hey, bird. Cinnamon pecan pancakes. Absolutely agree. It's one of the things we would actually do. Well, pecan for sure. Cinnamon, we don't usually add cinnamon to our pancakes. But maybe we do? We do? Okay, see, I stand corrected. Alright, it's super dark. The holiday before I got sick and I was on... Oh, jeez, that's horrible. Am I wearing everything? Yeah, I'm wearing everything. So what I'm planning to do now is I definitely need... Oh, the fire's still up. That's awesome. I definitely need to... I need to get to Irvington. There is a ton of things that I need from there. And in order to do that, I need more spears. So we're just gonna prepare some spears. Okay, but I'm not gonna be able to make spears if I don't cut trees down. Okay, so I gotta find saplings. And saplings mean I need to cut trees. Okay, I don't have any trees here. It's mostly just bushes. At least it's fuel for the fire, but not necessarily what I need. Hey, Minyok. Hey, buddy. How are you? Oh, it's snowing again. It's the 25th of July. It makes no sense. Oh, you're sick. What's up? Why are you sick? Cut down tree. If you would say you're sick of work, I could understand. Okay, there's one sapling. Good. We're gonna make some fire-hardened spears, guys. We are gonna make some fire-hardened spears. I think three would be enough. Yeah, okay, got the third one. I'm gonna take the tree branches as well, just to add some extra fuel for the fire, just in case. Okay. Oh, I don't have a knife to carve it. Lol, okay. It makes no sense. I see what you did there. That's a good one. So, guys, my weekend was pretty decent, but I'm gonna be very honest. I had zero energy to do anything with you know, with the YouTube channel. I had zero energy for streaming on Thursday, so I'm really sorry. I did originally plan it, but I was just so exhausted mentally that I figured, you know, it's not gonna be a good stream. It makes no sense. I will probably die fast or something. And it made me appreciate and respect those people that treat YouTube and streaming as a full-time job. Normally, the general opinion is that, you know, you just sit at home and play video games. Best thing you can do. But, you know, it's if you wanna stay focused, if you wanna stay entertaining, it's not that easy. So I have massive respect for those who actually manage to do that. Hey, Makraman. I think multi-tool is one of the best things that one can find. I haven't found one yet, but it solves so many issues, doesn't it? It works as a knife, as a can opener, tons of different stuff. Well, still, Blight, it's pleasant, and I really enjoy it, but you have to be in the right mindset to do this and to grind like every single day. There is this German, by the way, there is this German streamer that I really like. He's not streaming Project Zomboid, he's streaming something else. He's basically a Hoi 4, Hearts of Iron 4 streamer. The guy's nickname is Tommy K. And I totally love him. He's extremely funny, but he streams like every single day, and he plays Hearts of Iron. And when he plays Hearts of Iron, these are like 8-hour sessions. So, dude, you have to have insane stamina to be able to maintain that over a longer period of time. What is my backpack? Because I did have a backpack, haven't I? Or was I actually wearing this sling bag? Not this one. You know what? I think I actually was wearing this one. Alright. It's possible. Hey, Raven. Good afternoon, good evening, actually. At least evening for me. We're heading out. We're heading out to Irvington. I have to clear that entire horde, which is between me and the warehouse. And I gotta start working on finding a sustainable source of food or something. Remember we left the blue shit box next to the Irvington farm? Kids, remember to fasten your seatbelts. What's the fun zone? What do you mean you left it in the fun zone? Is it like a code name for something, or is it a legit location that I'm not aware of that exists? And one more thing related to today's stream, and what I was doing over the weekend. I haven't played Project Zomboid for almost a week. I played on stream on Monday, and then almost haven't touched the game at all. I played something else over the weekend, and it was incredibly refreshing because it was a completely different type of game. I'm going to talk about it in a moment. The place in Louisville. Oh, okay, so you mean the Fun Extreme Center. Yo, that's such a cool place. That is such a cool place. If we could play bowling... In fact, modders, if there is anyone listening to me, we need you to figure out how to bowl in Project Zomboid. I'm certain you're able to do that as a minigame. If you're able to have a Tetris minigame, you're absolutely able to make bowling. So... I need somebody to do that. No, it wasn't X4 Blight. Actually, I didn't spend a single dollar on a game because I played a game that I had for almost 2 years now. Yo, where did these zombies came from? Hold on, I gotta check something. 1 second. I gotta check something. Is the respawn off? Okay, it is. So these are just wandering zombies. Alright, fair enough. It was not X4. It was a game I own. I got it for free, and the game is called Humankind, which was supposed to dethrone, or at least challenge civilization as a civilization type game. And it was extremely fun, I must say. I had tons of fun playing. It was... Oh, come on, seriously. I wanted to see if it's any good, so I played on a really low difficulty level, just to get a feeling of the game mechanics, if it's fun, if it's what are the things you can do, especially in the later stages of the game, because for most of these civilization type games, things get interesting the longer you play, because you open up new technologies, you open up new ways to play, and I had a lot of fun. And I can see that this is something that I will definitely come back to, preferably in multiplayer, and I am looking at you now, Minyok, if you're still here with us. We have to try it someday. But it was fun. It was absolutely fun. Okay, making progress. We haven't gotten this far before. Oh, there's a... barely... Nah, it's not a big group. I will try to reach the first houses, which are on the right side of this road. I could even use them as a temporary shelter for... Did I win as CSA? What do you mean? Oh, a backpack. Rzut karłem would be much better. Jesus Christ. You know what? Sometimes I'm glad that not everyone understands Polish. That's good. Honestly speaking, I have no idea how I was playing this game without actively using spears as a primary weapon. Nobody told me when I started playing that this is the way to go. I was unaware. I mean, geez, this is crazy. It's just such an efficient weapon. They're gonna nerf it. They absolutely have to. Because it's ridiculous. I mean, look at this. I mean, I barely even broke a sweat. That's crazy. Ah, you're not talking to me. That's good. Talk to each other. Even better. That's the first house already. Now, I remember there was a large group here. When I got here the first time, they chased me away. I was too scared to fight them. But right now, it actually looks absolutely manageable. Let me get closer. But I think it looks looted. Okay, that's not good. The door is broken, the windows are broken. I don't think there's anything inside. I was actually hoping that maybe we fight some food over here. Corners. Gotta be mindful of corners. Okay, 2 more. Oh, okay, there's actually more than 2. So far, so good. No need to panic. Okay, I can hear something inside. The spear broke. Alright, that's not great. Come on, you ugly. Thank you. Not bad, I would say, huh? Oh, cheap shot from behind. Not cool. I shouldn't be fighting them in the doorway. That's not smart. Okay, we're good. No need to panic. I hate these crawlers. That's so creepy. I gotta spread them out a little bit because I don't want to get dragged down. Because they would drag me down, I would accidentally lose a shoe or something and die because of the gas. Okay. I think that was fairly decent. I would give myself like a solid 7.5 for this. Really honest work. Anything of value? Well, a lot of things of value. Lots of gold. The only problem is I don't use gold for anything. Jesus, another one. Okay, food. A chocolate bar. Salvation. More tobacco. Everything is rotten. Well, okay, at least we found a chocolate bar. Ooh! Do you guys know what this is? Do you guys know what this is? Especially this thing. This is the kinkware. We are absolutely going for some change of clothes. Because not only are these incredibly effective, they also insulate. And on top of everything, you can add them as extra layers. So let's just see now which of these things I can wear without the need to remove anything. Okay, I can use this instead of the tank top, which is already good. Because tank top is just a tank top. This has a bite defense of 20 and a scratch defense of 40, which is great. The crop top will probably... Oh, it will replace the t-shirt. Even better. So we are adding extra layers of protection. Now, I think this I can wear without any... Hey, Gabor! This I can wear without any penalty. It's just an accessory. I have only one, sadly, but one is better than nothing. And all of these will replace all that I'm wearing. I'm definitely switching to heels as well, just because I can. And I'm gonna grab this bag and carry it with me, because once I cut this into pieces... Candle, sweet. Once I cut it into pieces, this serves as source of leather strips. And as you know, leather strips also provide protection. A great find. Bone club with spikes. That's an insanely effective weapon, actually. It's something that I've tested in that episode that I recently made about blunt weapons. It was surprisingly powerful. Oh, why did I put it out? Oh, because it was already almost used up. That's fine. Hey, guys, look at this. Yo, what a great find. Hey, Sebi. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining. Guys, we found a freaking stove. Oh, I'm definitely grabbing it. I probably need to first leave some stuff because I won't be able to carry it. And I need a hammer. Damn, okay. Do I have a hammer in the car? Do I have a hammer in the car? That is a $1 million question right now. These tool shelves don't have a hammer. What about this one? Maybe they will have a hammer. Okay, screwdriver. 2 screwdrivers, not a single hammer. Okay, fine. Could be better. Oh wow, that's such a great find, especially for this particular combination. Finding the stove is just, it's a jackpot. Okay, I don't have a hammer. Yeah, the whole concept of this is that all the food is already rotten. So I need to rely on anything that I'm able to, source myself through foraging or fishing, or an occasional chocolate bar, which I found over here. And there is also no power and no water. So we are kind of... It's basically... It's tough. So this ancient stove is an absolute jackpot of a find. Oh, this garage doesn't have a window? That's weird. It's probably locked. Okay, so I need to lockpick it. We're gonna pick the door to the garage. Maybe we'll find a hammer there. If we're lucky. I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. If not, I'm pretty sure we're gonna find a hammer further down the road. But I am absolutely fully committed on getting the... Ooh, close. I'm fully committed on getting the ancient stove, because ancient stove in this situation is one of the best things you can find. Oh, cool. Could use that, actually. No. I think the log wrench is also something I should carry. No power, no water, at least you can call the police. I don't think it works this way. Sadly. Oh, box of nails. Box of nails. Sweet. Oh, but no hammer. Hey, guys, look. A grindstone. I'd actually have a hatchet to grind. Sweet. To sharpen. Oh, wow. I'm getting both. I'm taking the grindstone. And I'm getting the stove. But first we need a hammer. Yo, that's such a great start to the stream today. Usually when I say that, these things don't end well. My wife laughed at me. Okay, so the quest now is to find a hammer. Let me just center the camera. Loot. I think there was this lovely icon for a stove. Or maybe it's my imagination. Yeah, I can never remember. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a fire sign here. Yeah, good luck at school, Sebi. Have a good evening. I'm lucky enough that I don't need to go to school anymore, though I wish I would. I would absolutely like to get back to school. I would have so much fun. Exactly, harness the power of looking cute. So, we've discussed this multiple times. At some point, Project Zomboid just turns into a complex version of The Sims, where you just focus on, you know, finding different clothes and accessories to make your character look cute. And obviously, the second major thing is just adding random stuff into your house. If you reach that point, you've won. You basically beat the game. Oh, there's more than just one. Alright, let's dance. Jeez, this is... I am amazed at the efficiency of spears. Look, I am cutting them like... Oh, there's plenty of more. That's just mad, guys. It shouldn't be like this. Realistically... Oh, a cigar, sweet. Realistically, it's too powerful. And I think we can all agree on this. Okay, the downside is obviously... the downside is the durability. But, okay, I've managed to cut through this entire group without a single... loss of durability on the spear, so this was a good run, and I do agree that the sound of one-shotting them is incredibly rewarding. No food at all. But caffeine pills, juicy. Oh, the fog is getting really bad. Yeah, that's one thing that I don't like, because it's gonna obscure my vision. The vision is already obscured because of the obviously using of the mask, the use of mask. It reduces the, you know, the visual cone. And with the fog, it's just gonna make things more difficult. So I think I'm gonna be very cautious now. Because I don't want to... I don't want to, you know, push too hard. By the way, I was thinking, and don't quote me on this, because it's just a hunch, but something tells me there's a new update coming. Oh, look, I haven't even damaged my spear again. It's crazy. Something tells me that... Oh, and the fog is gone. Sweet, thank you. Like, the game is very friendly with me so far. I think there's a house over here. Yeah, there is one. Oh, and it's a large house, isn't it? Couple of trees in the driveway. Oh, this is a quality house. Wow. Mmm. Mmm. Cookies. Sweet. Hold on. Let me catch up on chats. The vanilla signs have... Yeah, I think of the fire pit. You're right. Spears trivialize the game. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't they make it... I mean, are you trying to say that they simply made it too easy? That you really need... Oh, and canned food. Oh, so sweet. Alright, so far a great find. Noodles, rice, and marinara. We are eating like kings when we get back to base. Nope. Is outdoorsy OP? I wouldn't say so. In fact, we do have it. No, we have Woodsman and we have the Wilderness Knowledge. I mean, this whole build is super complex, and I do have outdoorsy. Yeah, I forgot about it. But I wouldn't say it's OP. It's just the way it is. I mean, this whole build, you know, it took a while to construct. A revolver. Why not? Okay, that's fair. That's fair what you're saying. With this, you know, few minutes of getting saplings and then being able to clear out entire streets. That's true. Then again, as a counter argument for this... Ooh! Oh, I am going back home fully loaded with things. On the other hand, if you look at it, the way that I look at it, the game is challenging on its own. And okay, granted, if you... Okay, wow. I will check the basement for sure, but first I'm gonna check this box here. If you just, you know, use spears in your very basic... difficulty settings, say for example you're playing base survivor, then I would agree. But if you go for a more challenging playthrough, switch side. And what did it land in my inventory? Oh, okay. I have both. Cool. Super leather gloves. Leather stockings. All of this is adding just extra layers of protection, guys. Look, I am physically not even replacing anything that I was wearing. Lol. Okay, what's that noise? Yeah, I don't need this now. I'm worried about the noise. Hold on. And I lost my like chain of thought. But I think what I was trying to say is that if you make the game challenging enough, so for example, just my take here, if you play a challenging combination of mods like this one, taking advantage of the different game mechanics that the game offers is just it's not that bad. Guys, this is a badass look. Okay, I mean, let's take a moment to appreciate this. This is an absolutely badass look. I gotta get myself organized. I'm carrying way too much stuff. Should be rebalanced to skill, but should be more available because, yeah. So the thing, I think the biggest beef that I have with spears, something that I don't really understand, is why you are only able to use saplings. Like, you should be able to use long sticks as well. Oh no, not here. Here. Because what is a spear? Spear is essentially just a long, sharp stick. So, what's the length difference between a long stick and a sapling? Now, I get it. If you would be able to make spears out of long sticks, that would just make them so incredibly overpowered that I would say it's probably just a trade-off. That you need to take into consideration when going for spears. With this amount of leather, all your character needs is a gag. I don't have a mod that adds it, thankfully. But yeah, we are definitely. She's definitely going for that. Shit, I'm not gonna say it on stream. No, I'm not saying that on stream. Sorry. Kertrik's character goes squeak squeak. Kind of, yeah, that's true. Gotta check the basement, because one thing we haven't found yet is that hammer that we need. I don't think so. No. No hammers. There is a leash mod. Actually, I found leashes before. Now, the funny thing about a leash is that you cannot use it to, you know, like have the farm animals moved into a specific location. So the leash is okay. It's an item, but it doesn't act as a leash if you want to move your pigs into the pen, for example. Hey Hector, I don't think I've seen you on stream before. At least I don't remember. Which series did you recommend? Yo guys, we are actually getting closer and closer to Irvington. Was there another one? Oh, there's one. There's another one. I'm just casually clearing this area, you know, the respawn is off, so once we clear all of this, it's gonna make traveling back and forth significantly more enjoyable. And when the corpses decompose, we won't even need to worry about, you know, driving over them. That'll be amazing. Ah, the Eternaut. So I haven't seen it, but I heard it's good. Oh, that's a large group over there. These guys, we need to be careful. Oh! A big guy! A big guy over there. Yeah, this area, this needs some pre-planning. How's the... Okay, the spear is still fairly decent. I think I'm gonna push through on foot, try to kill as many on the left side, and then just revert back to the car and retreat, because it's already getting late. I was close. Oh, that's a great push. Yeah, I'm becoming less and less efficient. So the smart move would be to start pulling back. Yo, it's a huge one. But I don't think I'm going back to base. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get back into the base where we found the ancient stove, and I'm just gonna cook some noodles. We're gonna have some carbs. The mod is absolutely inspired by the series. It's actually called the Eternaut. And I haven't seen it. And where can I see it, by the way? Is it like on Netflix or some other streaming platforms? It was this one, right? Yeah, it was this one. So we are sleeping here tonight. Could imagine a better place. But you know what? I'm not gonna complain. And what I'm really interested to see is the number of kills. Because I think it's just gonna be incredibly high. Netflix, okay. I'll have to check it out. Since I am playing the mod, it would only make sense to watch the series, right? Light the fire. I have twigs? Oh, convenient. I had them in my inventory. Okay, how much? Okay, because I took out the... What is the firewood? Oh, I didn't put it because I am an idiot. Hold on. 1 hour only. Oh, guys, I haven't checked behind the door. But there is definitely stuff here as well. This is the survivor's basement. Oh, sweet. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. Now, if only I found a flashlight. Are you serious? Oh my god. I don't know what to do now. The abundance of stuff is intimidating. I don't know what to do. Should I just move here, or what am I supposed to do? Okay, they don't have any cookware, so I'm not having the noodles. I'm just gonna have I'm gonna open up the chili and eat the chili. This is where the blue shit box would come in handy. The blue shit box served its purpose. It's absolutely served its purpose. Oh, look, a neighbor. I gotta grab the other bag. It's in the car. It's inside. And in fact, I need more wood. I absolutely need more wood. Because that fire is gonna die. So I need to... And of course I left the hatchet in that garbage bag over there. Howdy, neighbor. What's the blue shit box? Ah, the blue shit box is a car I was using before I switched to this white truck. The blue shit box, Hector, is a car that absolutely saved my life. And it's something that I will always remember when I'll play Project Zomboid. Essentially, let me just get into the basement so I'll have some protection, and I'm going to show you the map. Just in case, because I think I have the can opener in the one of the bags over there, but I'm not sure, so it's not bad to have a second one just in case. Destroy for fuel. One is enough. Oh, I won't be able to show you the map while reading. I forgot. It makes no sense. So basically, let me pause the game. Hector, especially for you, since this is... since I am playing the Winter is Coming mod, you start over here. Just north of Muldrow. And the blue shit box is a car. It was like this van that I found in front of this convenience store. It took me a couple of days to get it running, and I packed all the things I found in this convenience store, and I just bailed all the way from Muldrow, took the highway, all the way to here, which is my permanent shelter. But unfortunately, the blue shit box took some damage while I was, using it for a while, and currently it's parked over here. It's still running, but it's not reliable anymore. But it was just a fantastic car, and I will always remember it. So that's the story of the blue shit box. I will need an Okosh. I think I don't have it added, actually. Or maybe I do. Maybe I actually do have the Okosh. But yeah, at this rate, we're definitely making the right... I thought the fire went out. Weird. See, I put the chili inside, and it looked like the fire went out. Yeah, so you see, the thing with the blue shit box is it was in a very good condition, but when I reached the location, which is my current base, that place was crawling, and like literally crawling. And at that stage, I didn't have weapons, which I could reliably use to clear all of that. It was really late, and I really just needed to get rid of all the zombies which were there. So I just like ran them over. It was probably 40 that I ran over in front of the base. And yeah, it took a toll on the car. Let's just say this. And it was no longer something that I could like rely on long term. But maybe if I ever and here's actually a funny thing, like a goal you can set for yourself, guys. Think about this. If I'll be able, I do have ragdolls, yes. If I would be able to level up mechanics, maybe I should try and get it running again, fix the engine, replace all the parts, and park it in front of the base as a legacy item, some sort of like a project. That could be a cool project. If I won't die, and if this playthrough actually is gonna be something where we achieve all the primary and secondary goals, that's something I would definitely think about doing. Okay, I think I had enough. I think it's time to go to sleep. Yeah, Granted, this is probably not the most comfortable bed out there, but it's a bed, and it's in the basement, and I just feel... 74! Jesus! I didn't waste my time. 74 zombies in a single day, all with spears. Incredible. I totally agree with that, Hector. You're absolutely able to flip your car over and end up in a really messy situation. But then again, on the other hand, the flip side is that you're incredibly deadly with a car now. The blue Venge box. This absolutely sounds like a project we should do, guys. Oh, another neighbor. How did you get here? Did I hear one more? No, I don't think so. Let's... Oh no, 31 is way too much. Let's unpack some surplus smokes. 13 is more than enough. Oh, they didn't even fit into my smoke pack. I mean, smoke fanny pack. Flip side, it's delicious. Yeah, I'm getting some stuff which I shouldn't. One thing that I noticed when I play online, I really do a really poor job in organizing my inventory. I'm far more organized when I play alone. I guess it's because I just spend more time organizing things. So if it feels that I am carrying unnecessary stuff with me, and I am disorganized, it's absolutely true. I am carrying too much things and I am disorganized. I have one more spare spear. Hey, take care, Hector. It was nice, nice that you managed to get on stream. Appreciate it. Enjoy playing with your friends. I'm gonna make a spare spear, and we're gonna head out to find a hammer. And once we find a hammer... Oh, I'm not gonna make a spare spear because I don't have anything to sharpen the sapling with. Oh, that's okay. That's fine. It's not that necessary. I do have a still one more in the car, so we're good. Hey Marian, is there a way to preserve fish? Not in vanilla. Let me just put it this way. There was a mod for Build 41 which was adding the ability to dry fish, which is probably the most common way of preserving fish. Super common in Eastern Europe, where I'm from. But as far as I know, and this is just based on my knowledge right now, I haven't found a mod which adds the ability to preserve fish, but maybe chat has something that can offer you. When it comes to Braven, oh, you mean Benders. I know there was a mod that was doing that in Build 41, but I'm not sure if we have one for Build 42. I'm sorry, but we should. We absolutely should have a mod which adds the ability to salt and dry fish. If they update spears, meaning like if they change the damage, will I make an update to the video? I don't think so, because I wouldn't imagine they would make a major change in the way that spears operate. I might add a comment, like a pinned comment under the video, saying that they are not as powerful as they used to be. Unless something significant changes in the way that they are being used, made, maintained, then I don't think that would justify making a new video. Because also, I wouldn't want to come up as a person that's milking a subject just for views. So, and that's actually applicable for the entire Masterclass series. Some people might say that I've started the series on an unstable version and it makes no sense because things will change. And I absolutely agree with that point of view, because in many cases there will be mechanics which will change. And eventually, once we get a stable version, there's probably going to be some sort of update to the Masterclass. But I wouldn't expect things to change drastically, you know. Some intricacies might change. There was a big change for metalworking, in which I think I was mentioning in the video that one of the ways to level it up is by barricading windows, and it's no longer applicable. So if these small things change, making a whole new video makes no sense, but making an update or a combined video that would capture all the major changes would be probably something I would go for. I wouldn't want to repeat the whole you know, like, episode, because, you know, I would expect, if I would see something myself as a viewer, I would say, nah, the guy is just, you know, rewinding the same project and trying to get views through that. But it's just kind of my point of view. Besides, one more thing, the comment section is always full of people going, you know, like, correcting me on stuff or adding extra context, and this is what I always encourage, because collectively we are much smarter and have far more experience and understand things better. We are not far away from the warehouse. I think there are just a few more groups I need to get through. This being one of them. Oh, convenient. I can actually use my heals for once. Oh, there's still a lot. Still a lot. Why is she sad? What's her issue? She should be ecstatic, if I'm to be honest, given all the progress that was made. Oh, that was luck. That was really lucky. Oh, jeez, was that a... Oh my god, guys, a ravaged brain. Are you serious? Okay, I'm being surrounded now. I'm gonna go back a bit. I don't want to fight in the middle of a group that's around me, so I much rather just track back a little bit, go out in front, take a couple of kills. Oh wow, I was so lucky over there. Oh, sweet. Yo, she's like Leonidas. This is crazy. Okay, I haven't tweaked anything. It's just the way it is, guys. It's how spears... how spears work. Oh, Jesus, there's a lot. I'm not reading the chat, by the way. I'm sure you can tell. Because I need to be fully focused on what we're doing right now, because there is just a whole group coming. Okay, my moodles are starting to look really crazy. Oh, they're not coming from behind. That's not good. Now, the one thing that I would really not want is being, you know, cut from my car. And it starts to look like I might get cut from my car. Alright. Yo, where did these things come from? Yeah, I'm bailing. I'm bailing. Too many. From everywhere. Okay, gotta regroup and figure this thing out, because I'm not feeling comfortable with all of this. Yo, check this out, guys. I mean, we were driving through here yesterday, and there weren't so many, right? I mean, I wasn't imagining things. There were a few, okay, granted, but now this looks like I just pulled everything into this particular road. Weird. Anyways. Yeah, turn off the engine sometimes. That's probably a good idea. Where in Eastern Europe am I? I think you already figured it out. But if not, I am a proud inhabitant of Warsaw, Poland. Well, that was intense. Why is she sad? I don't get it. Imagine Leonide, this is Sparta. Yeah, totally. That would be funny. Do I have anything I could use to light the fire? Well, definitely not the car zone. I gotta find something. Scrap wood? Is scrap wood? No, I think scrap wood is too big to be used as a fire starter, but the splinters can be used as a fire starter. That's good. That's good enough. Okay, so there was definitely more than I expected. I wasn't expecting so much resistance. I was really expecting, like, you know, maybe 50 in total. But it felt like much more. And in this case, I just didn't feel like it. Now, technically, what I could do is I could take all these guns and start shooting at them. But my aiming skill is just disastrous. Meaning, I'm not going to be able to kill anything. And what I'm going to do with guns, essentially, is just pull all of the zombies into this one single location and probably die, so that's not a smart move. But you know what? What I need to do? I gotta get back into that house that had a pot. And I have to make a, like, some sort of a... What in the world? And I have to make some food. Like, solid, decent food. Like a soup with tomatoes and noodles. Because that's something that not only would be good for the character in general, because it's a good source of all kinds of different nutrients, but also it would improve the happiness. Because nothing, you know, nothing makes you feel better than a warm, good meal on a cold day. And I do need to turn off the engine, that's for sure. I need to remember about that. Then again, if I would turn off the engine is now in a semi-good condition. If I wouldn't be able to start the car and I would get stuck over there, I would be so dead. How many kills do I have, by the way? 312. Feels like more, actually. If I'm to be honest. You know, guys, at some point I need to start leveling up blunt weapons as well. Just to have an alternative, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get tired of spears at some point. Not now. Now you know, they absolutely serve their purpose. But at some point I will. Now I'm sure they had some cookware. Oh no, that was not good. Yep. Gotta get inside the house. There it is. We are eating good today, guys. Do I need anything else? I need a pot. I need water in the pot. And I don't think I need anything else. Maybe I should just take the saucepan just in case. Just in case. Okay, back to base. Well, not base. Back to our FOB. Yeah. I didn't fill it with water, but that's okay. I'm gonna do it back at the house. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get some food, and I'm gonna spend the rest of the day simply sitting down and reading. She did enough today already. Oh, the engine. Nash! Hello! You're not gonna believe what I found. Well, you don't need to believe, you're just gonna see it in a moment. I found something insanely useful for this mod combination. What is it doing? Yeah, this zombie was drunk. Check this out. Nice. Okay, so we are making a soup from noodles. And can I open the tomatoes? That's fantastic. It's gonna be a poor man's tomato soup. Noodles with water. No, there is also tomatoes. So you gotta respect that. Ramen and vegetable soup. That's good. That's good enough. We don't have any salt or pepper. All the seasonings are back in the original base. So it is very basic. But it's gonna help us with all of these. I am still in Irvington. Actually, I am between the farm. Hold on, let me just open the map. So I am over here right now. So this is the base, as you know. This is the cattle farm. This is the warehouse. We are over here. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to work my way through the road to get into the warehouse, to find all the necessary tools and equipment, to work on my long-term settlement. That's the plan. So far, so good. I am eating all of it. Zero regrets. What is the black building? What the hell? Son of a... Yo, I didn't expect this. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. Definitely lucky I didn't get bitten. How did that happen? It just materialized out of nowhere. The game wants me dead. The jacket saved my life. Yo, that was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. Maybe I shouldn't play on like the top speed. Nah, screw it, I'm going. I just gotta be more careful. Yo, I got shivers now, and I got so warm. Ah, it's crazy. Hey, Sarah. Yo, the schizophrenia mod. Did any one of you try it, by the way? Is it any good? What does it do? That's actually one of the things which is on my list to check. Fun addition. But what does it do? Is it like you see things that are not there? Do you like see stuff? You see zombies or I don't know, like, you know, items? Or what's the whole thing? Jeez. That scared the shit out of me. Oh, I'm tired already and I'm hungry again. Yeah, when I had to... Exactly when I had to scratch my head, huh? Okay, I guess I have to clear out the area because they're not gonna let me sleep. Okay, it looks good. Probably the cuffs, yeah. You're right, it was probably the cuffs. No need to change pants? No, thankfully no. But I wasn't far from it. Okay, I got the... at least I can... Oh, 79, even more. Oh, I am really doing work over the last 2 days. Check for clothes. I've got so many layers on me right now that I would be incredibly surprised if something happens. I do have holes in my jacket, that's for sure. And I have a hole in the sweater. This is what saved my life. So I got attacked 3 times, and these 3 holes are what saved my life. I don't know. The other otter, as far as I know, they have, or at least I have not seen anything on Reddit recently of people complaining, but I haven't had that issue myself, so I cannot confirm from my own experience, if that makes sense. Okay, this spear is almost gone. I don't know. I didn't take a knife with me, so I cannot make new spears. I have 2 options, chat. You need to help me figure out which one is better. I either push forward into the warehouse, get a hammer, get the stove, and then haul my ass back with everything I found into the base, or get back to base now, regroup, get some more spears, and come back, knowing that I'm gonna waste fuel, because that's gonna waste fuel. Which is a more intelligent way of doing things? What do you think? Put a chair next to the stairs if you go down. That's a good idea. Yeah, I should probably barricade it somehow. I am leaning towards going back, but that's not fun, right? YOLOing it is much more fun, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. And realistically, we're not that far away from the warehouse itself. And if I manage to get a hammer, I am actually good with anything I needed. And I will be able to settle down for a while and start working on stuff like setting up animal space and stuff. Because I already found the nails. How much space do I have? I think the default is 90 and I am using like 30, so I still have, even considering the weight of the stove, which I think is 45, I still have a lot of space. I can't hold the stove back into base without a hammer. That's the problem, Nash. I don't have a hammer. I think I have a hammer at the base, but I am so close. Yeah, let me just do like a recon. Just see what's ahead. There was this huge group that chased me away. And then I took some of these guys out later when they were following me. I don't have a spear anymore, so that's gonna make things a bit more difficult. But we are going to grind blunt weapons now. Because why not? It's not that bad. Also, there is a fence over here which I can use to play with these guys a little bit. There's one. You know what would be great? If one of these would carry like a fillet knife or a steak knife, and I could just simply pick it up from one of them and use it to sharpen the saplings into more spears. But we are not getting this lucky. That would be just that would be beyond insane in terms of luck. Yeah, there's just too many. Look, there's a group over here and a group over there. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable fighting them without spears. Okay, going back. I'm gonna grab all the supplies I found. I'm gonna haul my ass back into the base. I think what I have in the base is actually I think I have the hammer in the base. So instead of making my way through, I'm just gonna use the supplies that I have back in the base. But the stove I absolutely need to have. And still, the stove solves one problem, which is heat and the ability to have warm food. But I would still prefer to find the generator, actually. There's a ton of books which I need to grab, and also the ammo. So yeah, there's gonna be... We're gonna do some back and forth. You have to bear with me. And I will probably need to siphon some fuel from the shitbox. Yeah, that's why I was considering not going back, because the gas is starting to be bad, like problematic. The good thing is that the shitbox still has some fuel in it, and I will be able to siphon some of it from it. But I'm not going to be able to simply avoid Irvington altogether. I will need to get there at some point, precisely for the purpose of finding fuel. Because if I want to use the trailers to grab animals from here and get them back to my base, I don't have enough fuel to do that. Oh, actually, you know what? The situation looks really bad. I thought it had more fuel inside. In fact, it has none. Okay, so the situation with fuel is actually worse than I thought. It's really bad. It's not, I only get one shot at this bad. Where did these come? Whoa, 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 hold on. Where did it all came from? Yo, this is insane. I killed all of these things. Is it possible that one of the mods overwrites the zombie respawn that I've set to off? If there are zombies back at the base, I'm starting to question things. Yeah, I don't see any. I think we're good. Okay, yeah, it must have been the migration. You're absolutely right. Can you guys hear my dogs? You probably can. There is some sort of a dog beef outside. And yeah, my dogs decided to... Jesus. To chime in. Now the problem is when they chime in, they tend to be very loud. Okay, back home. I don't have anything... I don't have a design space for clothes. Where are my scissors? I need to fix all of my clothes, all the holes in my clothes, because obviously I have some after those unpleasant encounters. But luckily, there is tons of leather here, which I will be able to use. And I'm definitely not wearing any kind of shorts. Hold on, why am I... Why can't I cut it into leather strips? Oh, you see... Oh, that's bad. I was sure you can do it. Well, that's an unpleasant surprise, to say the least. But look, I am also unable to... It's too dark to... See, that's the problem. It's not a matter of... It's not a matter of me not being able to do it. It's just light. There isn't enough light here. So I'm just gonna get outside. Oh jeez, I'm always worried when I get outside. Now should be good. Yeah, there you go, see? Okay. There is a mistake in the tooltip. Check it out. When I select the option to cut it into pieces, it says cut into denim leather. All right, but it shows the denim like not the graphic, the icon of denim, but in fact it's leather. Okay. Would it be enough if I'm here to patch all the holes? Yeah, it's good. There is a mod that adds an entity that kills you instantly when you are in a pure darkness for... You serious? Like, isn't this game hard enough? What is it? Is it like some sort of a demon that gets you when you're outside, when you're in the dark for too long? Sounds unnecessary. It's a Gru. I'm gonna go fire harden this second spear I made. The thing is, I should probably have more. Hold on, let me cut this tree. Maybe I'll be lucky and have one more sapling. Of course not. What about these two? Yeah, well, this one is too big. I wouldn't want to cut this one. Okay, let's try this. Oh, sweet, another one. And let's try to get another one. I think I'll be comfortable with having 4. At this level of maintenance... Yeah, there it is. At this level of maintenance and with my skill with spears, 4 should be enough to like do significant damage. You like things really hard, Nash, right? You like when this becomes no longer just a chill video game, but you're forced to suffer. No more fuel will fit in. What do you mean? Oh, it has 8 hours. How so? Carve spear. Nice. 4 is pretty good. You need a mod that kills you if you stop moving. Wasn't there like a movie about that? Or something? Where you had to keep on moving? Or am I just imagining things at this point? I'm gonna stay in for the night. Because it's already late. I don't want to... I don't want to get out there in the dark. Okay, this is the rice goes here. Marinara goes into this cupboard. I finally have a jar, guys. I can actually make... I could actually make some preserved food. Hardcore Henry. What's that? There we go. Okay. A wild movie, okay. These are considered weapons, so I'm gonna leave them. The box of nails I don't need. The tarp I don't need. Yeah, I have a hammer. I should have just kept it with me. When I was going out. This way I wouldn't need to get all the way back into the base just to get a hammer. Now the stove is 40, right? So I still have a good... Still have a lot of space. But then again, do I really need all of these tools with me right now? I'm not gonna use them anyway. Okay, I can leave the gas cans because they might come in handy if I find a functional vehicle with full tank. But the rest, I don't need. I'm just gonna put these away into these shelves. I'm gonna organize my tools later. I like to have my tools well organized. The way that I like to do it is I like to have toolboxes, one which has specific car tools, and the other toolboxes for everything else. But I haven't found a single one so far, so it's a bit of a mess. I would agree that the game becomes repetitive. I mean, that's what we've been talking before you joined, is that when you reach a point where, you know, your main worry is finding new clothes, or I really need to have that rug to make my game room look the way that I want it, that's where the game, you've won, basically. I have never used the tire repair kit. Never, ever. I don't even know how it works. More books for burning. Okay, last thing before we go to sleep, I have to fix... I don't need so many different types of, you know, smokable things and like sources of fire. That's too much. But a pillow, actually, I could use, because if I end up in that base over there again, then it's gonna make my sleeping comfort better. Okie dokie. Put on a mask so I don't forget. And tomorrow is a big day. Tomorrow is a big day. Now, I'm not even gonna bother. Oh, she slept like a rock. I'm losing hope. Do I have antidepressants? Oh, I don't. Oh, that's one thing I could use right now. Oh, well, okay. Well, we'll figure out how to make her feel better. Well, bleach is always an option, 100%. 80% of the time works every time. Oh. Horrible driving. Okay, last check. I do have the hammer with me. Perfect. So, heading out, grabbing the stove, and then trying to push my way to the warehouse. Grab as much stuff as I can. And I need to figure out why I am unable to fish, because that's one of the things that really worries me. You've probably seen, if some of you for sure, because you've been following this playthrough regularly, but I wasn't able to fish anything. And that doesn't make me feel good. I'm so low on fuel. It's ridiculous. Can't these things just wander off in a different direction? Why are they all are going to places that I've already cleared? It's just so annoying. The backpack I actually want. What do you mean, mining master? I don't understand the question. Yo, so many. I killed all of you already. Just stay dead. Have I checked the taxi for fuel? I think I have. But am I 100% sure I did? Of course not. It's definitely something I'll need to double check. Okay. Oh, a leather coat. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna switch to the backpack because it's more convenient. Okie dokie. The hammer. Get rid of the backpack because I need to have enough space in my inventory to pick up that stove over there. If there is a conflict between these two mods, I am screwed. Ah, great, I can't see anything. Ah, Jesus. I hate it. Oh, hey guys! Oh, so many of you joined. Good evening. Yeah, I really hope it's not a mod conflict because if I am unable to fish, I essentially lost one of the most reliable ways of securing protein. And I will need to rely heavily on trapping and also on getting my own animals. 'Cause, 'cause if I am unable to fish, I essentially lost one of the most reliable ways of securing protein. And I will need to rely heavily on trapping and also on getting my own. Getting my own animals. 'Cause, 'cause if I am unable to fish, I essentially lost one of the most reliable ways of securing protein. And I will need to rely heavily on trapping and also on getting my own Okay, mission accomplished. We've got the stoves, guys. We got the stove. That is such a major milestone. Will I manage to put it in the car before the zombie gets me? It's really heavy. It probably won't. Oh, okay, there's more than one. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, that's a major milestone achieved. Nets should work. Yeah, I could maybe try nets. That's true. To make my own nets, I would need wires. Right? I think it's the wire. Make fishing net. A twine and wire. Okay, twine is not a problem. Wire is a bit of a problem. Also, I don't know how to make these. Perfect. Electricity gone. Yeah, Mehmet, basically the electricity is gone. The electricity and water are gone from day one because that's the combination of mods and game settings that I'm playing. So this is a bit of a challenging playthrough. But we're kind of... The character I'm playing is probably past the biggest challenge, because I would say the biggest challenge is to survive the first 2 or 3 days. Then after a while it tends to get a bit more manageable. But still, we're not out of the woods yet. I mean, twine is not an issue. Twine, all you need is some dogbane and a stick. Oh, that was a nice combo. Spear, foot, spear. Okay, so this is the area where they started to group together. Now I really want to get into the... Ooh, out of the woods, out of nowhere. I want to get into that warehouse. I'm having high hopes for the warehouse. Definitely... I will definitely find things which could be useful. So, it's not years after. Basically what I'm playing is I am playing the Winter is Coming challenge, which is basically, you know, the basic challenge that's in the game menu. And in order to make it a bit more interesting, I've added the Eternaut mode, which kills me if I get outside without being fully covered in equipment. That is also why on the thumbnail of this livestream series, the character is fully covered, including a gas mask. Because the whole concept, and I haven't watched the show and I haven't read the book, but apparently the air is essentially just deadly. Oh, a steak knife. Oh, perfect. Someone's alarm went off. Okay, I'm gonna proceed on foot. Okay, I'm getting nervous. Normally I would feel semi-confident fighting next to the fences. But if they just, you know, like, if they just push you a little bit, you fall on the ground and accidentally lose your helmet, the game's over. which makes me worried about fighting next to fences. And in a normal playthrough, I would definitely use the fences more. But right here, it's just... I find it too risky. Alright, so far so good. The spear is still holding up. I don't have a spare in my backpack. The spare spear... I know it shouldn't, you know, like it makes me laugh every single time, but the spare one is in the car. I should probably have one on me at this point. The first day was a disaster. If you would go back and check out the first episode of this series, the first 2 or 3 days are just so incredibly challenging. It's just an ongoing, you know, struggle. Right now it's definitely easier because I have all the necessary equipment. I mean, look at this. It's just insane what I've done. Right now it's a bit easier because I have spears, I have spare spears. You know, I got some stuff, I got pretty decent protection in terms, you know, like clothing. So right now I think my biggest challenge is just not making basic mistakes. Oh, there's way more than I expected, speaking of making basic mistakes. But thankfully, you know, our Leonidas lady over here, she's really good. And I am able to cut through hordes of zombies without really much issue. Which mod? Oh, the one I know you linked the mod in the channel on Discord. Is it safe to add mid-save? Because if it is safe to add, then maybe that's a solution. But isn't it the mod that adds the ability to cook food from parts of zombies? It's now Leosha. One, yeah, exactly. We should rename her to Leosha. Just make sure we don't rename her to Young Leosha. For those of you who don't know, Young Leosha is kind of a... she's like a rapper. From my country. Okay, this is the warehouse, guys. We made it. I think I still need to work through this group. And I'm a bit worried about the woods on the left, because the trees do obscure vision a little bit. So with these guys coming from the front, I can see them and I can manage this group. The woods on the left will make it a bit more challenging. Okay, but there's only 2. I don't see any more coming. Alright, what about the field? Yeah, there's 1. Okay, I don't think I've ever killed so many zombies in such a short period of time without using fire. You know, explosives or... oh shit, there's so many. Oh, it's gonna be much more difficult than I thought. I don't think I am able to manage all of this in one day. Yo, I think if I get all of these, this could be my personal best in terms of a single day number. That's my problem, right? I have almost no fuel. So this could legit be my last chance of getting there with a car. This is really bad. Okay, the spear is holding up. I still have 2 left. Oh, this is the Irvington city limit. Sweet. So we actually made it. Yeah, I heard you. Okay. Guys, I am so focused right now. You can't even imagine. Oh, I missed it. I think there's one behind me. No, there wasn't one behind me. There's one coming from the woods. Okay, so far so good. Oh, geez, my hands are sweating, guys. It's 5 p.m. already. Now, that's one more thing I need to take into consideration, because if I stay here for too long... Now, the last thing I want is to fight them in the dark. That would be... Oh, jeez. That would be just so ridiculously... I'm looking for the right word. See, I'm so focused, I forgot the words. There's no way I'm getting inside. There is no way I am getting inside. This is insane. There's like 50 of them over there. Are you serious? What is going on? It would be incredibly funny if there are also zombies inside. Well, I guess I'm just going for the personal best in terms of single day kills. I think I am on the right track. The speed is almost gone. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Hey, not fast enough. Okay, I'm done for today. I'm getting out. I'm getting back to the temporary shelter. I'm just gonna go get a quick sleep and try and get back here. I still have 2 spears. I have no food on me, that's a problem. Like 0. Nothing at all. Maybe that's not... Maybe actually that's not wise. Maybe I shouldn't be. Okay, I gotta think. I think I gotta get back to base. Had I had more fuel, I could risk it. Press Q to lure them out. Ha ha. Yeah, great idea. No, I'm definitely getting back to base. I don't have fuel to you know, to play around. There is a place not far away from where I'm based, where I think there could be a couple of cars parked. Because essentially right now my biggest worry is actually fuel. It's a bigger worry than food, if I'm to be honest. And on top of that, I have the stove in the trunk, so I really need to get this car all the way back to base. Even if I'll be forced to walk. I'm walking, I don't care. But I have to get this to base. How is my fuel looking? Okay, still... We're running on fumes at this point. Please be enough. Please be enough. I managed to not kill the rabbit. So good. Please be enough. Should be enough. I think we're good. At this point I can just use the force it's generated. Barely made it. Barely made it. But we made it. Oh, interesting. I'm carrying way too much stuff to even be able to pick up the stove itself. Okay, now it's good. Why is my char sick? Because she has motion sickness. That's why. Well, the best place for the stove would be over here. But you know what? I'm in no position to... Oh, Jesus, I need a hammer. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Now, can I pick it up? Okay, at least I can pick up the hammer. You know what would be so stupid? If I would carry the stove, but I wouldn't be able to place it because I don't have a hammer. But then again, I wouldn't be able to pick up the hammer because my character would be overloaded. That would be an interesting loophole. Now, I would want to put it over here, but I apparently cannot. Or can I, actually? Of course I can't, because of the plant. So... I'm just gonna put it over here. I don't care. Okay, so it's not the most... Let's just say it's not a perfect design. Basically, you need to have some sort of a shaft which would be allowing all of the flames from the stove to get out and not be pushed into the living room. But, you know, bear with me. It is what it is. I will move it here at some point. Or here, actually. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Raven. If, you know, we could end up in some sort of a freaky like game design loophole where you know, you're unable to do something because, you know, you're carrying too much, but then again, you're unable to drop it because you need something to be able to drop it. And then the only solution is obviously go into debug mode and fix it this way, which is a solution, but, you know, the game shouldn't be putting you in these situations as a player. Okay. Much better now. Debug mode is great to fix these things. Don't over abuse debug mode. Don't cheat, guys, because if you over abuse debug mode, the game will lose some of its appeal. Okay, why was I unable to destroy it for fuel? Error? Okay, I don't like this. Can I maybe... Can I use something else? Hold on, guys. Let's see. Because that would really suck. Yeah, chicken apocalypse, 100%. Okay, let's find something else. Tree branch, maybe? Because yeah, we're now talking about loopholes and bugs. It would be incredibly frustrating if we would be talking about bugs only to find a bug with the stove. Okay, it works. So for some reason the scrap wood didn't work. Oh, well, thank you very much. Somehow I managed to level up. Well, okay. I leveled up strength, basically. I leveled up strength, and on top of that I've got like multiple different effects on my character because I haven't smoked for a while. I definitely need to fix that. Yeah, right. Everything is in the backpack. I'm gonna cook some rice. I'm gonna shut up for a moment. Let's enjoy the music. Oh, the music's gone. Mehmet, to answer your question, those different effects that I've gotten, it's from dynamic traits. I think it's from dynamic traits or from more traits. It's one of these modes which adds different effects depending on what happens to your character. I mean, she hasn't smoked for a long time, so that's why she's getting all these negative effects. Now she's smoking, and you're gonna notice these things to improve. See? All of these things got improved because she got, you know, tobacco in her system. Honestly, I kind of feel like it's a good learning experience to do that at least once, running the single player game for yourself. Yeah, I totally agree. It's what I've done. I mean, I'm guilty of doing it myself. Oh, now the scrap wood works. For some reason, I was not able to use scrap wood as the first source of fuel, but now as a second source of fuel, I could. So it definitely is, because it shows you how you can ruin the experience by cheating. Oh, look at this, guys. 25 degrees Celsius. Rice. Oh, don't tell me it has this stupid... Yo, why can't I cook rice? What's the issue? Wait, is it not the saucepan? Do I need a pot for that? Yo, what's wrong? Uh-oh. Oh, that's... Ideas? Guys, do you know what's happening? Hold on. Rice. Put rice in a sauce. Ah, okay. Put rice. Okay, now it makes sense. Yo, this game sometimes is just so incredibly frustrating. Okay, soy sauce. Why it's crafting? Exactly, why is it crafting? We're gonna add some onions. I'm absolutely adding the onions. Okay, it's not gonna be like top quality meal. And some of it is obviously stale. Yikes, I don't have food. I don't have any pickles. Okay, I understand this is just a game, but even I am not putting pickles into a rice with onions and garlic. That sounds so disgusting. Ugh. I'm a huge fan of pickles, by the way. My wife hates them. But even I wouldn't go for that. No chance. Ah, it looks so cool. The saucepan on top of this stove. That's such a cool look. I mean, one of the things I love about Zomboid is this feels so cozy now. I got a couple of ideas how to make this place even more cozy, but this already is a great start. I really like this. But now it's really late. She's got to go to sleep, but we're definitely not sleeping for too long. I forgot that I have set a trap. I need to... Tomorrow morning I need to go check. Quick pause. 118 killed on a single day. Now, guys, I find it personally impressive. I think that's an awesome number. Pickles go well with rice. You serious? You got me thinking there. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of all the food. This is rotten. This is rotten. This is rotten. I'm just gonna get rid of everything because I really didn't pay too much attention to these things before. I'm gonna go check my traps. Maybe, just maybe, there is something in the trap. And if not... I'm gonna try and go to a place where I am hoping I will be able to find some fuel. Okay, now I see where you're going with this. So the pickle that I was thinking is not this type of pickle that you use in Yeah, there's nothing here, see? And this actually got... This one got wrecked. Okay. So it's not that... So for Asian cuisine, I totally agree. In fact, that's something that my wife really likes, but I wouldn't call it a pickle. So a pickle in my vocabulary, and this could be just because we use different names for different things, but a pickle for me is something you would put into a burger, and it's really sour. And that's what my wife totally hates, and I love, by the way. And it's an everlasting conflict that I like them and she hates them. But the one that you're referring to, those are actually great. Totally agree. Exactly, as you mentioned, Raven. Kiszony or cornichon, exactly. So I was referring to ogórek kiszony. That's my own personal definition of a pickle. Okay, guys, we are over here. Just up the, down this road, there is a warehouse, and it has a parking lot. And that's what I'm gonna go to see if by any chance they would have some fuel. Oh, a pig! Another pig! Where did these come from? I don't have a rope. I should probably try and... Oh, forgot to fuel the bottle. Fill the bottle, okay. Cars? Yeah, no luck. Now, sadly, all of these crates, they will be just full of rotten food. Man, I was really hoping I would find a car here. That's not good. Alright. Well, I'm getting back. Yeah, I mean... Tons of crates. If you like to hoard stuff, you'll find tons of crates. Yeah, I'm gonna go check the taxi. Maybe, just maybe. It has fuel. I don't think so. I think I already checked. Well, you know, you never know. Yeah, no fuel at all. Alright. That's fine. Oh, why am I filling the gas can with water? What am I doing? Okay. I meant to fill the bottle? I don't have the bottle with me. Oh, the bottle is... Oh, I left the bottle somewhere. How did that happen? Oh, I know how it happened. I know how it happened. Okay, well, this does not look good. I'm gonna be forced to do something I really don't like. I'm just gonna be forced to kill a pig. This way I'm gonna get some fresh meat, which I'll have to instantly cook. So it doesn't go bad. Here's the water. There it is. The best donut is a simple one. One thing you need to know is in Poland, we are just crazy about donor. Like seriously, people are losing their minds. But then again, most of the ones you can get here, they're way overcomplicated. The best one I've ever had in my entire life was in Berlin. Okay, kids, close your eyes. Man, I hate to do this. What's my butchering skill? Oh, it's not so bad, actually. Let's see how much pork I can get out of this. Seriously? Oh wow, that's so unimpressive. Oh no. Okay, now I feel bad. Like really bad. I didn't want to do it this way. I was hoping for much more. And this is literally nothing. Well, I am gonna make some sort of a stew. So this is definitely not going to waste, but still, really? Just so little? Donut is the best thing my country, like my nation gave to the world. Well, I mean, honestly speaking, Turkey has really, like, Turkey shaped a lot of European history. Especially after the fall of the Byzantine Empire. Light? Light the fire? Am I out of... I think I'm out of fire sources. Okay. Grab one. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna make more rice. Rice, baby. Dum 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 dum. There we go. Now the question is, can I... I can do that. Okay, so let's open the cooking panel because it's much nicer to use. Well, it's a bit better. Not great, but not terrible. I could use some cabbage, actually, for this. Or any kind of vegetable. Some onions. I don't know, preferably for rice with pork. A carrot, absolutely. A red pepper would work very nice. Yeah, so that's the thing, Mehmet. Basically, the purple cabbage is called the red cabbage in Poland. We also call like the red onion, the purple one. We also call it the red onion for some reason. Don't ask me why. It is what it is. It's crazy. It's definitely not red. Oh, we leveled up cooking. Sweet. Yo, but guys, seriously. Now without any fuel, it's not looking too good. It's seriously not looking too good. What I absolutely need to do is not do what I plan to do today because it's already 6 p.m. almost. So it's way too late to do what I'm planning. But I gotta get out and I have to find fuel. Okay, so let's figure it out. Couple of options. We know this place has no cars, so we're not gonna find any fuel here. I know that this place, the cars which are parked over here, no fuel. There is a warehouse thing over here, which we can try and go. It's probably gonna be full of zombies. There was a blue taxi next to the warehouse, so that's an option as well. But what I'm thinking right now, actually, there are a couple of houses in this area over here. I could actually just not even walk the main road, but just cross the fields into these houses. What I might find here is fuel, what I might find here is cars, and I also might find some non-perishable food. So, we wake up tomorrow morning. We're waking up very early. I'm gonna wake her up at like 6, maybe even earlier. And I'm gonna walk. I'm just gonna grab the gas can, I'm gonna grab the rubber hose, I'm gonna take the two spears that I have, and we're just gonna see if we'll get lucky over there. That sounds incredible. Oh wow. That was a heavy cough. That sounds incredibly good, actually. The meal you just suggested. Now, I know some people might get freaked out when they hear about eating animal tails, but it's actually quite a common ingredient. I'm so hungry because of the convo. I am not hungry, luckily, because right before the stream, my wife made absolutely excellent dinner. We've had a rice bowl. It's actually called a poke bowl, and it has nothing to do with Pokemon, don't get me wrong. And the whole concept is you take salmon, you take a cucumber, and also some mango, an avocado, and you take some sushi rice. You mix it up all in a bowl, and it's just so rewarding. Such a great meal. Time consuming, but definitely worth it. You ate a pigeon. That's one of the craziest names for a meal you can ever come up with. For those of you who don't know, we in Poland have something which is similar to a spring roll, but instead of wrapping it up in this like spring roll paper, we take minced meat and we wrap it around in cabbage and then we boil it. It's actually really tasty. It's really good, especially if it's made well. This is the type of things that our grandmas would do. The weird thing, however, is that the Polish name literally translates into English as a pigeon. And I have no idea why, because it makes no sense. But that's how we call it. I'm gonna even set it to 5:30. Now I should probably find something productive to do, but I don't have anything productive to do. So I'm just gonna let her sleep. It doesn't look like that. Maybe a little bit. But you know, it's just a roll. of cabbage. So, you know, it doesn't have any wings. It doesn't have like little legs. So yeah, it's weird. I don't get it. It is what it is. Okay, I think I went to sleep way too early. But hopefully with the sleeping pills, I might get her to sleep again. There we go. Oh, so that was a day off. An absolute day off. 74, 79, then a like modest 10, 118, and then 0. Scarlet Skins. That sounds like a good name for a football team. And remember, Raven, there are two ways to make it. You can either cook it like just in water, but you can also cook it in tomato sauce. And then those pigeons are in this lovely tomato sauce. I like the version in the tomato sauce. It's awesome. It's such a comfort food, but it takes so much time to make. That's a whole process. It takes like several hours to do. That's why I would probably never do it myself. And you know what's funny? What I really like about our streams is that somehow every single time we end up talking about food. All right, we're walking. We are walking, guys. Oh, I forgot about my... How are my animals? I'm paying zero attention to them. They have no water and no food. Oh, Jesus, it's dying of thirst. You serious? Ah, because all the good stuff is over there. What about this zone? I remember I left it... Yeah, this is good. I remember I left this one to kind of... to die, basically. That's so cruel. It's a long walk, but it's not an insanely long walk, if that makes sense. I've gotten used to walking because of that Theo Reyes series, where I specifically decided not to use cars at all. But it's still a bit of a way to go. Okay, we're crossing the railroad now. So we are not that far away. There are several farmsteads. I think at least 3. Within a walking distance. Hold on, guys. Kuba! Jest szansa? Na herbatkę? Okay, there's a there are zombies here. Okay, so we're getting close. We're absolutely getting close to the farmhouses. There's the road. Hey, y'all. Alright, this is the first farmhouse. Now, it's a long shot. I don't... You know, we might get lucky and find something, or we might just... It might have been just a massive waste of time. Oh! Hey, there's meat. Yeah, a Sega. Absolutely. What, you're surprised? Skinned rat. Yikes. Ugh. Disgusting. I remember this place. Well, the problem is... Oh, a Game Gear! Now we're talking. Hold on, This is used for the Genesis, okay. This is used with a Lynx, so that's not something I have. Hey! Dune. This needs a set, yeah, electricity. Okay, so, oh, crackers. Food. The most basic of them all. Dreamcast was such a... Yeah, that was such a great console. So not sure if all of you seen it, but there is this really cool mod that adds all kinds of different game consoles. Oh, it's full. But yeah, but the downside is you actually need electricity to play them, and we obviously don't have electricity, so it's not like we can do anything about it, at least now. Maybe in the future. If I somehow manage to get a generator, and I manage to get it up and running. But for some consoles, you don't need a generator. For some consoles, for all the handheld games, oh, that's a big group. So like a Game Boy, you just need a Game Boy and you need batteries. So if we find a Game Boy or anything of this kind, like the Game Gear we have here, so now the only thing we need is games. I think there should be more houses. There it is. Or is it just a field and I'm already like out of the area where the houses are. You know what, guys? Hold on. Let me check the online map for a second because I'm not sure. I don't want to go into a place in which I'm gonna get completely stuck. Yeah, as I thought, there is one more farmhouse. Right over here. Yeah, it looks looted. Oh, a rusty rifle. Now this place got a massive overhaul in Build 42. But you know what? This is not looking good. Oh, a flashlight. Oh, it already made this entire trip worth it, because I didn't have a flashlight. Oh! Jurassic Park! More video games. Huh. Okay, but that's not exactly what I need. It's not a... It's not a, like, top of the list of my priorities. Yeah, nothing at all. Okay, this is extremely disappointing. I'm gonna walk back because I missed one farmhouse. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the fact that we found the flashlight already makes this entire trip worthwhile. But I was hoping for more. I mean, I found crackers. Like, seriously? That's the only thing I was able to find in terms of edible food? Now, I am about to reach a point where my weight is going to become a problem. Actually, I've already reached it. Oh, shit. I thought I was at 75. I'm at 74. So, yeah, we're at a point where the weight is really becoming an issue. Because it already now impacts the way that we perform. Now, there is a place which I would love to loot, and it's not far away from here. It's the beef jerky manufacturing plant. The problem with that beef jerky manufacturing plant is that it's right next to the warehouse that was so full of zombies. So in order to get there, I definitely need a car. Yeah, the pig, but see, I butchered the pig and I got so little pork that it was just amazing. It wasn't even enough to make one sufficient meal, and I need something more sustainable. I think I am actually already starting to see some like combat performance drop-offs, because I am not, you know, I'm not one-shotting them as comfortably as I used to. It could be a coincidence, and I might be just, you know, imagining things. But yeah, but my carrying weight already dropped to 11. It used to be 14, so that's, again, another issue. Which is only gonna make everything a bit more challenging. I can hear something more. Yeah. See, look, I am not as effective. I am no longer killing them with one swing. Ah, toolbox. Oh! And one of the magazines that I like. Oh, okay. Some cool stuff here, that's for sure. Not what I would like specifically need. But regardless. It's worth noting. Oh. Oh, come on, nothing. Are you serious? Like, how unlucky can you get? Yeah, I probably shouldn't complain. I was really lucky in this playthrough. So I shouldn't complain. I should just accept the reality. Okay, I'm in no condition to fight them. Look, let me get some rest. A meat cleaver. Herbatka. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta get rid of all the dead weight. I see you guys are discussing Turkey's economics. Yo, it's been crazy what happened over the past decade in Turkey in terms of the political situation and the economy in effect. And on the other hand, Turkey is like one of major global powers. I think you're like the 17th largest economy globally. Oddly enough, hold on, I gotta check this actually. GDP ranking top 20. Yeah. Yeah, I remember well. Turkey is actually the 17th largest economy in the world. It's like, from a GDP perspective, it's bigger than Poland, but the quality of life is... It's just crazy what happened. With the inflation and everything, just so sad. You know, I don't find myself educated enough to like comment on these things. I just, you know, have the basic statistical information in my head. But I think it looks like some things were mismanaged. Because if you have an economy which is so big, it just doesn't feel right to be in a situation in which, you know, the people are really struggling to get by. Okay, there's a group over there. That's the last farmhouse. My spear is almost broken. It's getting late, and I would prefer to get back to the base before it gets like dark. Okay, hold on. Let me just get these guys since they already saw me. Aw, damn it. You know what? This is getting really bad. Yeah, I don't want to be fighting too many of them, given my issues right now. Yeah, I'm grabbing the backpack and I'm bailing. I didn't see a car over there anyway, so it's not like I found fuel, and that was my primary reason to get here in the first place. I hope you all end up somewhat pleased. I think, Raven, we still have a couple of really weird years ahead of us. Now that the whole, you know, like global order is shifting. I mean, eventually we're gonna come out with something something that's manageable, but it's probably gonna take a while until we actually get there. So we still have to be patient and just try to get by as much as possible. So that's definitely mission failed. I was hoping for more, but that's okay. We'll try again tomorrow. And since we're talking about Turkey, and this is something that I'm really interested in, what's the general public opinion about Erdogan? I mean, if you're willing to share, of course. Why can't I need a weapon. Okay, so for some reason the fillet knife is not considered to be a weapon. Well, okay. Okay, whatever. I'll do it tomorrow. Yo, you 2000. Yeah, man, you have your whole life ahead of you. Look, I'm pretty sure it's gonna get better at some point. It's just the whole world right now is so weird. That's a great point you raised, Blight, and I think the Turkish people are probably the biggest minority in Germany. Now, I don't have the statistics in my head, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there are literally millions. And they all get the voting rights, right? So they are able to vote while not living in the country. So for them, it's super, right? They earn money in Europe, like in Euro, in Germany. And then when they go home, that money is just worth an insane amount. And their purchasing power is very high. So Darkaro, we are all over the place actually. I'm Polish, but we got some Polish people here, got some German people. Our regular British folks are not here today, probably busy. So we are a happy bunch, you might say. Oh, there is nothing I can add to the rice anymore. So I'm just gonna have rice with ketchup and I'm gonna cook the rat. Ugh. Oh. Somehow you have to survive. I think you touched on the biggest issue we face as a global society right now, Raven. There is a growing disparity, and this is really worrying. Because as you've rightfully noticed, the rich do get richer, and the regular folk, it's getting more difficult for them to survive every single year. And something has to happen at some point. And Jesus, we really went down a dark path right now. But something has to change. Eventually, people will start to realize that it's probably not the way it should be. Now, I don't want to sound like I am like labeling anyone, because that's not what I'm doing here. But what I've noticed, especially in the States, because I do like to follow politics a lot, is that majority of the people who voted for the current administration are usually working class people, and supposedly the working class people were supposed to be taken care of by the new administration, but in fact all the legislative changes are mostly impacting the they're impacting them negatively. Higher taxation, with the tariffs, things are going to become more expensive. And in effect, what happens is what the administration was hoping to achieve or promising to achieve, which is a better life standard for the ones who are underprivileged, is in fact doing the exact opposite, which is making the rich people even richer. I mean, look at the amount of money that all the top CEOs have. The amount of money that Elon Musk's have, for example, is just insane. Now, unpopular opinion, some of you might disagree with me, but I do have a very strong opinion on this. And it's my own opinion, so please don't hate me for that. But I think when you reach a point where you are worth $1 billion, two things should happen. I do live in Poland. Yes, I live in Warsaw, Poland. When you reach $1 billion, two things should happen. A, you should get a medal, and you should be inducted into the Business Hall of Fame. And two, you shouldn't be allowed to make a single dollar above $1 billion. Because that is just such an insane amount of money that... yo, bro, you won at life. Congratulations. Now go enjoy it. And don't try to become insanely rich, because that's just unethical. But that's just my own opinion. I can understand people who would say, well, by not allowing people to go beyond that, you are killing the incentive for people to try and be innovative and try to, make their life better, which is a valid argument. But then again, I would say there has to be some sort of a limit at which we start to question ourselves. So, not sure what you guys think. That's just, congratulations, you've won capitalism. We have achievements in games, you have achievements in life. You can even, have a special medal that you're entitled to wear in the public. My net worth is close to a rapper, 50 Cent. Yeah, I love that one. You made me laugh. Thank you. In terms of to answer what you've mentioned, Mehmet, basically in terms of corruption, I think in majority of cases, we as EU were not able to fully kill corruption because it's probably impossible. I would say to some extent, you will always have a certain level of corruption because it's just how we are as humans. And there would probably be ways to have complete control over corruption, but those ways would be to some extent unethical, because in order to fully kill corruption, and again, we are we are really touching on super like interesting topics, guys. I hope you're not bored. But in my opinion, in order to be able to fully kill corruption, you would need to do one thing, but something that I would personally not want to ever happen, and that is to completely remove any ability to... Why can't I make... because I'm stupid. That's why. You would need to basically have a track of every single expense, and all the money in the world should be digital and fully tracked. So this way you would be able to effectively track every single expense. But why I think it's not a good idea? I think it's because we are all entitled to privacy. So all in all, to wrap this up, it's such a difficult thing to solve, and there isn't a good solution for this. People who say they have easy solutions for complex problems, they are usually lying to you. Because if somebody comes and says I have a simple solution to a complex question or a complex problem, nah, bro, you don't. You just want to seem like a smart person. But in reality, you have no clue. Yeah, and I mean, now I'm just catching up on what you guys are saying. I mean, the gap between the middle class, or in many cases, the middle class is slowly dying and cease to exist because the disparity... the purchasing power of the middle class in the 60s and the 70s, especially in those, modern economies, was insane, right? I mean, the American dream, you could work in a factory and be able to afford a house. Now, good luck affording a house if you're a 2-income household. So yeah, definitely things are not as easy as they used to be, unfortunately. And it's the little people that are usually struggling, so yeah. Oh, so one thing that Raven rightfully mentioned, I wouldn't call that specifically corruption. It was probably just really poorly written law, and the execution of the law was just ridiculous, but I wouldn't call that corruption. The only thing that I think that could be remotely comparable to corruption in that particular case was the fact that some people knew about this beforehand and were able to prepare themselves to be able to collect that money from the EU. Do I think it's right? Of course I don't. I think that whole thing was just a mess. But I wouldn't classify that as corruption in a sense, because the way that I classify corruption is specifically using your wealth to purchase, to be able to purchase political favors. Or, if you want to turn it around, when you're a politician and you are using your power to gain access to funds which normally should not be available to you. Now, I'm not sure if that's a dictionary's, definition of corruption, but it's probably not far off. Darkaro, where are you from? If if that's not a secret. You're trying to convince them to move to Greater Poland. What I can say, as an inhabitant of Warsaw, and I've been living in this city for my entire life, with a very short, stint in the middle that I left it, but I spent almost 4 years living here. And I did travel a lot, by the way. I did travel to various different places in Europe and beyond. And I don't want to sound patriotic or biased, but honestly, Warsaw is one of the best places to live. Ah, jesteś z Poznania. Okay, fair enough. I would say it's probably one of the best places to live. And I see so many foreigners starting to, like, effectively move to Poland. Because they just find this place to be incredibly, like, nice to live in. And it could be Warsaw, it could be Poznań, you know, Gdańsk. So many great places. And especially people from Western Europe. More and more people from Western Europe are moving here. Finding a Pole in Warsaw is like winning a lottery. No, not really. It's not that bad. There's definitely plenty of foreigners. That's for sure. Yeah, guys, things are really getting tough. I've been going for over 3 hours, so I'm gonna be wrapping up soon. But before I do, there's one more place I want to check. Oh wow, so many. All of them wandered into this road. This is crazy. Medicine guy! Okay, I have to get him. I am absolutely risking just to get the medicine. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, I'm risking it. Okay, sweet. One down. Come on, just give me a second to... Why wasn't I able to stomp him? Got it. Got the medicine. Sheesh. Okay, I am so ineffective in combat right now, it's just becoming ridiculous. I am barely doing any damage. And if I continue like this, I'm gonna die. It makes no sense. Yeah, because my cursor was not a zombie. That's you're right, Nash. It was just poorly played by my part. Okay, I'm bailing. Okay, I'm gonna get back to base and I'm gonna close for today. I've done enough already. Over the past few days, I killed over 200 zombies. Found a stove, which is amazing, but the food is still an issue. No fuel, which is even a bigger issue. I will have to find some sort of a solution for fuel. Because that's one thing which we are unable to forage or, you know, produce on our own. So guys, let me know, was it fun? Now, while she's still taking her time going back. Oh, it's gonna be so tedious now, doing all this walking. Until we figure out the fuel situation. Alright, we made it. That's cool. Thank you, Blight. Appreciate the feedback. I knew you would like it. I'm good, guys. Thank you for being with me today. Well, for me, it's actually tonight. It's what I said at the beginning of the stream. I have no idea how people do this for 8 hours straight. Maybe I'm just too old. Maybe if you're 19, you're able to do that. My head is already spinning. I mean, this game doesn't forgive your mistakes, so you need to stay on top of it at all times. Thank you for staying with me. I'm gonna enjoy my tea and I'm gonna spend some time with my wife now. You guys have a great, well, either a good night's sleep or a great rest of the day. There will be a video releasing on a Wednesday. I still need to work on it. The next stream is on Thursday. We are gonna pick up where we left off. So if you liked it, you're invited to join. And have a good one. Take care, guys. Bye.